listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there, Gwinnett land, and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County right now. 56 degrees, going up to a lovely 65, so that's beautiful. Here's the thing, though. I think that weather is what gets me down, like, physically, because it's 12 one day, 50 the next day, 30 one day, 60 the next day, 48 one day, 69 the next day. It's crazy. I talked to my brother last night. And it's hilarious because even though it rained yesterday and it's going to rain again today, later on this afternoon through the evening, the temperature was nice to the point where my husband had to get up and cut the heat off. But the heat was already off. So he was hot last night, and I said the heat is already off. I turned it off already. So that's the kind of weather we have here in Georgia. And it makes people like me sick, but I like it. So I'm not complaining. I have a cold. I'll get over the cold. Let the weather stay the same. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today is Wednesday. Listen, it is hump day, baby. Wednesday, January 18th. It is hump day. You have made it to the middle. You are almost there. The weekend is so close, you can almost touch it. Yeah, I know somebody saying, thank God it's Wednesday. I know. It's almost the weekend. I had some things scheduled for the weekend that I had to cancel, which is fine because my sugar baby's birthday party is Saturday. Now I don't have to be stressing out about trying to do 3 things on that Saturday. So it would have been I had a meeting with my sorority, then I had the meeting with the tech team, then I had the party, all on the same day. So it was all running in together. So the meeting started at 11, the tech thing started at 11, and the party started at 4. So I had a very busy day. Everything was canceled except for Sugar Baby's party. And so because of that, it was stressful yesterday going through like, oh my God, now we have to rearrange the whole event. But it cleared me up to do my sorority meeting at 11 and do the baby's party at 4. So I'm excited about that. So I'm looking forward to the weekend myself. I really am. All right, today is Museum Selfie Day. So go and stand in front of a museum or go inside of a museum and take a picture of yourself. National Winnie the Pooh Day. I remember when I used to love Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it's National Winnie the Pooh Day. Remember Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, and Tigger. It's National Forest Day, so go outside and say, show some love to the trees. Even if you're not in the forest, just show some love to the trees. Trees have feelings too, you know. They really do. National Peking Duck Day. I've never eaten duck before. I don't even know what duck tastes like. But it's National Peking Duck Day. I heard somebody told a story. Oh, it was one of my friends. She was telling the story how she made this duck. And her mother and her aunt ate the entire duck. And she said they didn't even realize, she said the duck was so good, they didn't even realize they had eaten it all. So it was supposed to be a family thing. And just the two of them sit there and ate the whole duck. It's National Michigan Day. It's National Gourmet Coffee Day. So for those of you who like coffee, it's your day. Listen, gourmet coffee. National Thesaurus Day. I use a thesaurus all the time. Weedless Wednesday. Now listen, that means you can't smoke no weed today, weed smokers. Yeah, they saying you got to quit just for the day. Somebody's like, oh, you done lost your mind. That won't happen. I'm just telling you what the day is. It's Weedless Wednesday, which I'm sure folks are not happy about that. It's A.A. Milner's Day, birthday, A.A. Milner's. Happy birthday to Isaac Elliott. Happy birthday to Eugene Lee Yang. It's Cary Grant's birthday. Happy birthday all the way to heaven, if that's where you are. Cary Grant. Jonathan Davis' birthday. Karan Brad's birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin Costner. Happy birthday. Nathaniel Simonson. Happy birthday. LPS Dave's birthday. Happy birthday, LPS Dave. He's a YouTuber. Yeah. Linda Son's birthday. Happy birthday, Linda Sons. Happy birthday, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. It's your day. I should play a birthday song. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I have like a birthday song pre-installed for all the birthdays. That's kind of cute, right? I think just a short one, like a short birthday version. I think I'm going to do that starting tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe Monday. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thompson for today, Wednesday, January the 18th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Don't get involved in secret affairs or underhanded involvements. Take positive actions. Empty promises are evident. So my my husband and I had a conversation yesterday. My husband and I, one of my good friends. So I was listening to this young man. He was talking about, and I wish you guys could really weigh in on this because I just feel like this is crazy. He was talking about his girlfriend had a male friend that she texts every morning. And so my husband, I know he was leaning towards, but it's just a friend. I tend to differ. I tend to think that if you're texting somebody every morning, happy, good morning, have a wonderful day, thinking about you today, that's not just a friend. I don't care if you put friend in the subject. To me, that's not just a friend. So my husband, I know how he was leaning because he was not giving me straight answers. So he's okay with the texting of the friend every morning because he didn't give me a straight answer. A straight answer would have been him saying, yeah, that's not good. He never said that. So I know he's leaning with it's okay to text a friend every morning. I totally disagree. I feel like when you text somebody every morning, you got an emotional connection to them. You can say what you want to say. Because here's the thing. I don't text nobody every morning. So that means I have outside of my family, there is no me texting a friend every morning. There's no me talking to anybody every morning. So his rationale to me was, you don't text anybody. That's not true. I do text people. I don't text them every morning. So the guy was saying that the girlfriend texts this guy every morning. I got a problem with that. But, so I asked my friend about it, and he started kind of tiptoeing around the thing. I'm like, so it's a dude thing. However, the person that was doing the bad deed was a girl. So this guy was like, no. I'm with him like, no. But, people think it's okay. So I said to my husband, I was like, look, if I find out you texting somebody every morning, I'm going to text somebody every morning. It's that simple because obviously it's okay. And so that was my thing about it. Now, I feel like there's an emotional connection, which means if I start texting somebody every morning that I actually kind of like, that would not be a good thing. Because now it's going to build an emotional connection. I don't have anybody in my life like that, but what if I did? Because at one point in time, if that person gives you the okay to step forward, you're going to take that step. I don't care what nobody says. And you know what? I have a friend who told me I think like a dude. I know I do. However, there's dudes who, and I feel like this, right? I feel like the person that think that's okay, they think it's okay because, well, you know what? Whatever. Anyway, don't get involved in secret affairs, Aries. Just don't do it because you're going to get in trouble. Taurus, there will be difficulties if you spend too much. Your best efforts will come through making changes in your home. Try to make your lover understand that you need to do things with your friends. All right, so here's the thing. Here we go back to this friend thing again. All right, so are these your male friends or your girlfriends, right? And I get it. I have a lot of male friends, right? But they're my friends. I'm not texting them every day. But we do business things together, business stuff. We don't just now, and these friends are cool. They're married, and even if I did something with them, I don't think it would be a problem. But I ain't texting them every day. And here's what I'm saying to you, Taurus. Are your friends male or female? And if they're male, then and she's a female, that may be a problem. Now, if you know the person, y'all cool like that, there's nothing going on, then go for it. I'm just saying, make your partner understand, make it make sense, so they'll be okay with you going outside with your friends. Like, I don't have a problem going to lunch with my male friends because they are friends, and my husband met them, he know them. I ain't texting them every day, but he knows them, he met them, and he knows that they're friends. Gemini, restrictions may be difficult for you to live with, but try to do things by the book. You will find your personal partner taxing today. Put your thoughts on paper. All right, here's the thing, Gemini. You may be thinking about some things, but you need to get them out your head and put them on paper, because when you put them on paper, you can actually see them better. When it's all in your head and you have all this stuff flowing around in your head, that's when it becomes a problem. So put it on paper so you can see it and analyze it better. All right? Cancer, you are best to do research before taking on such a venture. You need to concentrate on areas where you can make a difference. Try to mix business with pleasure while traveling. All right, now, business with pleasure sounds good. While you traveling, I get it's business. Enjoy yourself. Wherever you are, if it's a new location, find something exciting to do. I've been asked to speak in Mississippi. I've never been to Mississippi in April, and I'm really thinking I'm going to go ahead and take the trip. Either I'm going to fly, which I don't know if I'm going to fly, or if I'm going to drive. Part of me wants to drive because I want to sightsee. The other part of me is saying, ooh, that's an 8-hour drive. So I have to make my mind up by the end of this week and let the organizer know whether or not I'm going to go and be a speaker. Leo, your ability to come up with original ideas will bring recognition from your superiors. Your emotional state could leave you vulnerable, confused. You can enhance your reputation if you treat family and friends with respect and dignity. Here's the thing, you should treat everybody with respect and dignity. Now, here's what I want to say. I know sometimes people feel like respect has to be earned, and that's true. I agree. But you can enhance your reputation by treating people that way today. All right, Leo? I get it. You can be a little tough sometimes, but not today. People are watching you, and they want to see how you're going to react to certain situations or things that are said. Virgo, you are best not to nag or criticize. Think before you act. Unforeseen circumstances will disrupt your daily routine. Past partners may try to come back into your life. And I always say this, Virgo. I always say this. If they're in your past, why are they out? Why are they in your past? And why are they coming back? You know what I mean? Because sometimes people are in your past because that's where they're supposed to stay. Now, if you got somebody coming back from the past, you might want to ask yourself why you let them go in the first place. Why are they in your past, Virgo, in the first place? And I get it. Sometimes situations don't permit the relationship to go further because of situations. And that person might not have been mature. Or you might not have been mature. Now you both are mature, and it could be a possibility y'all can work it out. How about y'all start texting first and see how that work out? I'm just saying. I know, because and I hate to keep harping on that, but that thing right there, I'm not. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
I might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel. But if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really wanna get to know me. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Jump on my roller coaster and hold tight. It won't be easy, but it'll be fun. Sometimes it goes the whole way up and down. I think you're ready now to leave the ground. Get in the fast lane, babe, you can make it. I promise I'll be there all the way. And if you get a little broken down, all that you gotta do is keep your head high. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Come get it. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. You will find travel and lectures most stimulating. You may experience setbacks due to additional responsibilities with loved ones. New hair, new outfit, new you. Sounds good to me. New hair, new outfit, new you sounds good. Now, I know when I get my hair done, I feel amazing. I need to get my hair done right now. I've been down for like, this is my second week with this cold thing. And was bronchitis because I went to the doctor. And so I haven't really done anything to my. I don't look busted. Let me just say that I never look busted. But I could really do something to my hair, and some part of me really wants to cut it. I really do. And I want to cut it and color it, like Auburn orange. That's one of my favorite colors. It is. I'm thinking really hard. Like in the summer breakout, I might do that thing. I might cut it and color it, make it look really fly. Matter of fact, I got to go to my class reunion, so I might do that in April. I'm really contemplating. My girl said she would come out of retirement and do my hair, so I might have to let her come out of retirement and do my hair. Scorpio, try not to get involved in other people's problems. You will both have to bend if you want this union to work. Your changing philosophies may lead you into new circles and open doors that will give you a unique outlook on life. All right, so yeah, you got to bend a little bit. If you want your union to work, Scorpio, you got to give a little to get a little. And I know you can be stubborn sometimes, but if you want to have a happy life and a peaceful life, you got to bend a little bit. Yeah, that's all it takes. It's a conversation, talk it out, honesty, trust, and compromise. Those things are important. And respect. Oh, let's not leave out respect. So honesty, trust, respect, and compromise, and communications. Those are the 5 things, to me, make a strong relationship last. Yeah. Communication, that's a biggie. Sagittarius, get involved in activities that will be fun for the whole family. You are best to get out of the house today. Creative pursuits should pay off. I need to get out the house. I don't think I've been out the house since Friday. Right? I think so. I think I've been in the house the whole time. That's because I wasn't feeling well. But anyway, you get out today and do something fun, Sagittarius. Get involved in activities that will be fun for the whole family. I don't know exactly what that is. It could be skating, could be going to the park, could be going to the movies. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. Capricorn, you should be raising your self-esteem and confidence in order to promote your work. You will meet some interesting people if you attend promotional functions. Your personal life is going through a state of confusion. Cap, what is happening, baby? What's going on with you? Yeah, get it. I want to say right now, get that. This is a family show. Get it straight so you can enjoy the rest of this year and do your thing. You got work to do. We all got work to do. That's why we can't let nothing interfere with the journey. You understand what I'm saying? So get it straight so you can get moving. That's all. Aquarius, ferret out information that will hold them responsible. You may get upset with peers or relatives. Your main concern will be to spend as little as possible of your own cash in the process. So I don't know what you're doing, but they always say try to use other people's money. Speaking of other people's money, I'm a part of this organization, this wealth building organization. When I tell y'all I was on the phone for over 3 hours last night from 9 to 12 something. I was like, listen, I got to go to bed. They were still up there doing graphs. I was like, I'm going to bed. I got to go. And when I tell y'all, when I hit the bed, I watched the TV for probably about 15 minutes, or the TV might have been watching me. I was out like a light. Because I had been working from early yesterday morning. I had a client that I had to get some work done for, and I got it done. I got a client today that I got to get some work done for. And but then I had my wealth call. It's every Tuesday night. When I tell y'all we were on the phone, we were on Zoom, and I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this is really long. Because normally it's 9 to 11. It was like 12:21 when I got finished, and they were still going. It was still 41 people in the Zoom. I was like, I'm going to bed. I got to go. So anyway, work on what you got to work on. Try to use this, and we were talking about using other people's money. That's why I talked about that. Use other people's money. OPM. You heard that before. We down with OPM, not OPP, not OPP. OPM. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Someone you live with could be frustrated and upset. You're in need of love. Quarrels will erupt if you get into philosophical debates with your friends. I ain't getting into no philosophical debate with nobody. I was debating that whole texting thing last night. I'm going to let it go, but I think it's crazy. I really want to ask some other folks, but I'm going to let it go. Because I realized I was asking two guys and they kind of almost agreed. And then one, my friend was like, I mean, it depends on how secure the person is. I disagree with that. It has nothing to do with security. It has everything to do with trust. And so my thing, and he said, this was funny. He said, well, how did he know about her texting him? He must have gone through her phone. And I was like, well, that's a good question. He didn't say. And so my thing was, he might have did go through her phone. He might have went through the phone. He might have checked the phone bill because, it tells you who you call. So if you look at the phone bill and this calling this same person, texting this same person every morning, well, that's a giveaway. But I don't know. I'm going to let that whole thing go. I still need to get one more opinion. I need an unbiased opinion. I need to make sure that it's not me thinking that there's something wrong with that when everybody else thinks, no, it's okay to text somebody every morning. Because I think that's not okay. But I need to get one more opinion. It's got to be somebody who don't think like me. Matter of fact, I can't ask my daughter. Because she I know how she thinks. She thinks like me. If you text me and I was telling my husband, I was like, look, if I'm texting a joke every morning, he's feeling good about that. Like she texts me every morning. Because that makes you feel good. And you can't tell me when you make people feel good, you don't get some kind of emotional connection. Because you do. When people say you're cute, she cute. If somebody says that to you enough, you're going to start to look at them a certain kind of way. Okay, they think they like me. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay, Fish, someone you live with could be upset and frustrated. All right, here's the thing. If they are upset and frustrated, you might want to ask some questions. What's wrong? Right? Now, if you are the cause of the upset and frustration, then you know it's wrong. So you might want to see if you can fix it so you can make it better. All right, so I'm going to take I'm with you, Fish, on this. So if I upset anybody today, I'll kind of try to smooth it out if it's warranted. I'm just gonna say that much. I don't know about y'all. If I didn't cause the upset, so if it has, I'm gonna try. I'll try. Hopefully that doesn't happen in my household. I don't know about you, Fish, but we gonna keep all that energy outside energy, not in the house, not in mine, not in mine. And I won't. I'm gonna let this situation die about this texting thing. I'm gonna let it go. I don't even go to ask my friends because my horoscope said today it could erupt in a philosophical debate, which I don't want to debate that. That's low energy. So I'm going to let it go. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. Okay, these kids are getting out of control. So the Duluth principal says a student cut a classmate with a knife when they had a fight. And now he's going to face some criminal charges. Why would you bring a knife to school? Now you're going to get criminal charges against you. Now you're going to have a record. And oh my God. So anyway, a Duluth high school student is facing criminal charges after they used a knife, to cut a classmate during a fight shortly before classes began on last week, according to the school's principal. Principal Eric Davidson told parents in a letter on social media that the students got into a fight outside the cafeteria shortly before first period. One of the students pulled out a knife during the fight and inflicted what Davidson called a superficial wound on the other student. Here's the problem, kid. You could have seriously injured that kid and ruined his life and his family life and your own. What is wrong with these kids? Are off the chain. I'm telling you, check your kids. Watch the kids. You got to check these kids out. You know what I'm saying? Now this kid is going to have criminal charges brought against him. Because why would you do that? Check your kids. I'm just saying, I just feel like now he's in trouble. He's in trouble. But that has happened twice so far. Like, what is going on? Why do these kids feel like they need to bring knives to school? Like, what's happening here? What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, Maya Moore, who went to Collins Hill, is now retiring from the WNBA. I thought her story was pretty interesting because, when you play professional sports and you're in a position of, what's the word out? A position of not power, kind of power, but that's not the influence. You're in a position of influence, and she used her influence to get a young man out of prison. Because she felt like he was wrongly incarcerated, and he was. So when she started to do her research, she found that, he was wrongly incarcerated. there was something that could have been proven with his fingerprints, and they some kind of way it just got left out of the whole, I guess, case or whatever, which could have freed him. So he did some time in prison, but he didn't do a lot. When she got him out of prison, right? She lobbied for the release. His name was Jonathan Irons. She lobbied for the release to release him from the Jefferson City Correction Center in Missouri. He had served 23 and a half years behind bars. Wow, he's young. So when did he go to jail? When he was 12? Wow, he served 23 and a half years behind bars. She lobbied to get him out, and they got married. How about that, y'all? That's a love story if I've ever heard one. Yeah, she got him out of jail, and they got married. Now they have a book. They co-authored a book called Love and Justice. So I thought that was a pretty warm story. That should have been a Valentine's Day story. But anyway, congratulations on your career, Maya, in the WNBA. And also congratulations on your nuptials to your husband. And yeah, he went to jail when he was 16 years old. He served 23 and a half years. 23 and a half years. And he could have been cleared with a fingerprint report. That is crazy. That's sad. I don't know what prompted her to go and check out his case, but anyway, she's a part of she's doing things that in the justice space to make sure people who are wrongly incarcerated don't have to spend 23 years behind bars because people gave up on them, you know. So she used her power, her influence in the WNBA to launch her passion to help people. So that's a good thing. So not only does she have a passion for basketball, she have a passion to help others too. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Tell him no, 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 no. Tell him no, 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 no.
You've been trying to cater to all the needs. You've been feeling guilty for so long. Baby, they're not friends, they are enemies. Don't you tell them yes, tell them get lost. Cause every time you go and ask for help, they say sorry, but I'm busy. So you end up doing it yourself. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it and you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. They don't have respect for your boundaries. Girl, you hit too close to the edge now. Only thing they got is toxicity. Think you need a cleanse, clear the out. You got their backs, but they ain't got yours. You've done enough, but they still want more. You've been a good friend down to the core. Oh, hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it and you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell them no, 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 no. Girl, it's time you put yourself first. Go and get the love you deserve. Stop by screaming out the word. No, 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 no. Don't let anyone put you down. Stand up straight and hold your head high. Stop by saying it out loud. No, 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 no. Yeah. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Yeah. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't stress it. It ain't worth it and you won't miss it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby, don't take it. It ain't friendship if they just fake it. You don't need to put up with their bullshit. Tell 'em no, 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 no. Hold up, baby,
Welcome back, welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Family Promise of Gwinnett, they are celebrating their 1-year anniversary. I remember when they started working on this. This is a homeless shelter for women with children. And I remember interviewing Nicole. I think I interviewed her a year before they actually opened. I think I interviewed her in 2021 or 2020. And, she was talking about the house and everything. But it's a beautiful house. And right now, they celebrate their first year when they moved in the first family to Promise Haven. And Promise Haven, is a place where parents can come and stay with their kids and help get their lives back in order. And those places are very much needed. We think that because it's Gwinnett County and I love it so much, that there aren't needs of family who are homeless. And they are. Over in Norcross, there's a hotel, and they say it's an extended stay, but there are a lot of families that live in that hotel because that's all they can actually afford. And some of them can't even afford that. That's why Promise Haven is so important. And so they celebrated their one year anniversary of just doing great here. And they said, we are so grateful for every volunteer that has served at Promise Haven over the past 365 days and look forward to serving all the families throughout 2023. So let's just give them a round of applause for working like that. Sometimes when you work a labor of love and you kind of get forgotten about. So, the fact that they have taken on this task of trying to help women and children is a great thing. And I know it's needed. I talk to a lot of people, and I get to hear some of the things that are said. I've even participated in some events that I was shocked to find out about. So, kudos to you guys for just doing great work over at Promise Haven. All right, so the city of Duluth, man, let me tell y'all something. I like the city of Duluth too, right? So I love Lawrenceville, but if I had a second city of choice, it might be Duluth. Anyway, they are getting ready to go down. It's about to go down over in Duluth. So right now, it says our events team had the opportunity to scope out the new turf, activity lawn, and soon-to-be restaurant and rooftop bar last week. If there are no delays, they look forward to hosting the first Duluth Farmers and Artisan Market of the season in the space on March the 12th. Yes, I'm sure that space is going to be beautiful. They said construction on the exterior public space is expected to wrap up soon, and they can't wait for you to see it. Yeah, so if you go over to Instagram to their page, they got a little area view of what it's looking like now. They're working on it. I went to Derby Day over in Duluth, which I thought was really, really cool. We had a really good time. And it's so funny because my husband and daughter said I'm always dragging them to something. And I am, and it was crazy because I really wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby, which I want to go to. I think it's in March. I want to go to the real Kentucky Derby, but I couldn't go because we didn't prepare to go. And so I was like, well, they're having Derby Day over in Duluth. Let's go to Derby Day. And so we decided to go to Derby Day, but we needed hats, right? We needed hats. I was like, we need hats. So I said to them, where are we going to get? So Derby Day was the very next day. This was a Friday. Derby Day was Saturday. It was 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm like, where are we going to get hats like derbies to go to Derby Day? And something said, go to the thrift store. Now, we were coming from dinner, so I had to pass the thrift store coming from dinner. We were going to dinner, I think. We were going to dinner. And I had to pass the thrift store. And I was like, I'm going to go in the thrift store and see can I find hats. Well, I did. It was hilarious. So I go into the thrift store. And as soon as I walk in the door to my right, there was a whole big counter, like this big, huge bucket of just hats. It was hilarious. And I just bust out and started laughing. So I got on what do you call it? On the FaceTime with my daughter, because I said to her, you gotta get you and the baby a hat. So I got on FaceTime with my daughter, and she's like, oh my God, like, are they clean? I was like, I don't know, we're gonna wash it. It was hilarious, y'all. But anyway, I said all that to say Duluth always has really good things. But let me tell you, my mother said this before, God rest her soul in heaven. She said this when I first moved down here. She were we living here already? I don't know where we live here or not, but she said, if you can't find something to do, that means you are a boring person. And I was like, oh, that hit like rocks. Because I used to always say, I'm bored. And she was like, that means you're a boring person. And in her mind, now here's the thing, she didn't do much of anything, but she did the things she loved, which was watch the stories, watch basketball and football. Those were her things. I don't think she ever watched movies ever. I would have to go in and say, you got to watch this. Other than that, she didn't watch movies. She watched basketball, football, and the stories, Days of Our Lives. But she said to me, if you can't find something to do, you are a boring person. So I said that to say, and I think I was still in Jersey when she said that. But here in Gwinnett, if you can't find something to do for real, and you talking about your boy, you're a boring person. Because there's always something going on all year long here in Gwinnett County. And Duluth has a lot of events. Lawrenceville has a lot of events. Snellville has a lot of events. There's always something to do. And then we have amazing places to go out and hang out. Speaking of amazing places, they need to be paying me for this. But I'm going to shout them out anyway because I like them. Because my husband and I go all the time. So Cosmo's Pizza and Social downtown Lawrenceville, they came up with the idea because now they made the sidewalk where you can sit on the sidewalk in front of Cosmo's, which is nice. But they have put up these igloos around the tables, which I really want to go down there and eat some pizza and sit under the igloos. Like, I really, really do. They have igloos, like in Alaska, they had the igloos that people live in. Well, they have igloos downtown Lawrenceville at Cosmos, and you can actually sit in the igloo and eat your dinner. And this is to ward off rain and cold. Now, I want to know if they have heat inside the igloo. Now, the igloo is made out of like probably some kind of plastic. So how is that working out? But anyway, they want you to you can reserve your VIP igloos for dinner. Yes, you can. You enjoy your very own igloo for dinner on the patio. Each igloo can accommodate 4 to 6 people comfortably, and it has its own heater. So that's my answer to that question. It has its own heater. It's full service. There is a $50 food and beverage minimum. That's kind of cool. That's not bad. We spend that anyway. 2-hour limit, so you can only stay there for 2 hours. Please let us know what time you would like to reserve and how many people. Reservation is not guaranteed until we confirm by email. That's pretty doggone cool. Reservations will help for 15 minutes, which means if you're late, you can't get in. The other thing that they're doing, I thought was pretty doggone cool. They are creating a speakeasy. Yes, like I love them. Like they're doing amazing things, and so we need a nightlife. So they're creating a speakeasy. So I've been saying this forever. Like I need a nightlife. So now they're gonna have a speakeasy downtown. So social. Not on the other side of social is going to be the speakeasy. So which I think is doggone cute, y'all. So you're looking for some fun things to do, going over to Duluth when they get the whole marketplace set up. Anyway, they probably got something going on. Or go downtown to Cosmos at the social and reserve your igloo and sit outside and eat dinner outside. That looks, I'm going to do that. I got to tell my husband, like, I want to go to the igloo. We don't eat $50 worth of food though. We just get a large pizza. So we're gonna have to have some friends come help make us eat $50. Not at social. Unless I have like mussels or something, which I didn't like the mussels. They had like some kind of saffron. I didn't like that. The pizza I love. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna go to my last song, then I'm gonna come back and give you my words of inspiration before I go. So stay tuned.
fade to black. But if
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to give you my word of inspiration for today. And here goes. It says, don't let others contaminate your atmosphere. Ooh, child, let me say it again. Somebody need to hear it. Don't let others contaminate your atmosphere. Here's the thing. If they are contaminated, you can't get the contamination off them. What you can do is you can remove yourself from that atmosphere, right? If they insist on coming into your space, find a way to block them out of your space. Don't let others contaminate your atmosphere. Don't let them contaminate the way you think about things. Don't let them contaminate the way you do things. Don't let them contaminate your atmosphere, and you have the control over that. Because some people are just toxic. I'm talking about for real. They are toxic, and you can just see the toxicity just jumping off them because they walk in toxicity. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you, if you know that person is toxic, get away from them if you can. But do not let them contaminate your atmosphere. Protect your space. I had a friend, she was funny. She was a good friend. Now, people couldn't just come to her house. Like, I could go to her house, but you couldn't just show up at her house. And she said, Audrey, I got to protect my space. And I've heard people say that before, like, you don't want to let everybody in your space because they walk in toxin. They're just, like, toxic all the time, right? They have nothing going on. They just bad energy all the time. And she was like, I have to protect my space. She was like, people knock on my door like, I didn't invite you. I didn't tell you to come over here, and you're not getting. She wouldn't let them in. I thought that was so funny because I had never heard that before because my door is always open. It's like a revolving door. However, I have learned to not let people contaminate my atmosphere. So you should do the same. All right, that's all I got for you today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 42 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Be sure if you missed any episodes of this show to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to the past episodes there. Also, be sure to check out some of the articles on the website as well. Also, make sure to connect with me on social media on the Good Morning Gwinnett. And if you have an iPhone or Android phone, download the app from the App Store. And I'll be back again tomorrow, guys. Thank you again so much for listening and spending some time with me. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.